interrupt this program to bring you Courage the Cowardly Dog Show, starring Courage the Cowardly Dog. Abandoned as a pup, he was found by Muriel, who lives in the middle of nowhere with her husband, Eustace Bag. But creepy stuff happens in nowhere. It's up to Courage to save his new home. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. And if you are new here, thanks for stumbling upon me. My name is Sparkle the Simmer, and we are back with another Create a Sim video. But this time we're doing something a little different. There's no CC involved in this Create a Sim. I'm taking it back. Since we are doing Courage the Cowardly Dog, if you haven't noticed, we aren't going to be using CC. I mean, back then in the 90s, technology was growing. So I want to keep it very simple. We're going to go full on base game for this. And I'm really, really excited to kind of show you guys another side of my creative process. I will be uploading these recreations to the gallery if you guys want to go ahead and utilize it. And I am working on building. So we're going to have a build video coming up soon. And I'm thinking of creating the house in nowhere, and probably putting it in the horses pack and seeing what happens there. So really excited just to show you guys this process. Everything is completely base game, and I will go ahead and list the packs that I used to recreate these iconic characters from the Cartoon Network show Courage the Cowardly Dog. That show was dark. That show was really dark. I'm not gonna lie. That show was very, very dark for children. But as a kid growing up, clearly after you got home from school or whatever after school activities, you ran home to go watch Courage the Cowardly Dog because it was funny. Eustace was a character. I mean, yeah. But also, as you grow up and you recall some of these episodes, Eustace had a lot of drama as a child. Like, there's an episode where they flash back to how his mother treated him, and oh my gosh, like, Eustace really needed some therapy. That is why he kind of hates Courage to an extent. It's because of his treatment as a child. Like, his mother always favored his brother over him and called him useless. Get the play on words? Eustace, useless. I just found that out. Just found that out, y'all. But yeah, it was a sad episode. Now that I look back on it, as a kid, I didn't really kind of grasp the gravity of it all. But yeah, it was very, very interesting to see the treatment of him. And it makes sense now as an adult, like why he turned out the way that he turned out. But overall, I still thought he was a cool character just because he really did love Muriel at the end of the day. A lot of people always wondered why Muriel ended up with him, but you know what? To each his own. Love is love, and they loved each other. And yeah, Courage popped up, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Eustace wasn't the bad guy that they made him out to be. I personally enjoyed Eustace. And when it comes to him, like, they would think that he's kind of cruel and selfish and greedy. And yes, all of those things are true. They are. They are true. But when there were moments of him having to pick the money over his wife, he always picked his wife. And so Eustace had a heart of gold. He had a heart of gold on the inside. Think of him as the Grinch, like a real life Grinch, so to speak. So this is my guy, Eustace Bag, and I really hope you guys go ahead and utilize him in your game. Once again, I'm going to go ahead and put him into the game, in the gallery on The Sims, so you guys can go ahead and give him a try. Let me know, actually. Let me know what you guys think of it in the comments down below. So, moving on, we're going to everyone's favorite girl, Muriel Bag. Like, come on now. Who didn't love Muriel? The sweet little old lady that loves to knit. I mean, really? Like, now, unpopular opinion here, okay? Muriel really was the cause of a lot of the issues when it came to this show. She was like a deer in headlights, just so naive and gullible. I mean, jeez. But look at that face. Look at that face for Muriel. Look at it. Just look at it. Of course. Who could say who could say no to this little old lady? And that's why she was preyed upon a lot. And I poor Courage. Poor Courage. I am really surprised that he just did not give up on her after a while, because if it was me, boy, I'd have been like, Muriel, sit down somewhere. Just sit here. You are not allowed to leave this house. Sit here. Like, even though she didn't leave the house, like, she was just a magnet for the foolishness. Like, all the negative energy came Muriel's way, and it was crazy. She got possessed by a spirit. She always got stolen by someone. Someone always kidnapped Muriel. There was a lot of kidnapping in this show. And Muriel was always the target, because I don't know. Muriel was just always the target. And you can't help but love her. You really can't. Like, she was always kind, trusting, very naive, very gullible. I mean, she's always threatened in some way. Courage always has to rescue her. I mean, yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. Like, also, fun little fact. I know she's an elder now, and her hair is, white and gray. But I don't know if you guys knew this. Muriel was actually a redhead when she was growing up as a little girl. She was a redhead, which is kind of cool. Which is kind of cool to know. I mean, it got white as she grew up. But yeah, so Muriel loves her dog Courage, and I just really wanted to go ahead and showcase her within base game. It took me a second to find an outfit for her that kind of mimicked the dress that she wears in the actual show. Um, I mean, honestly, it took me a second, because there were a few that were the right color, the right combination. But, like, for example, this here, Muriel's not going to wear a crop top. This was good as well, but it was off the shoulder. Muriel was very conservative. They were literally in the middle of nowhere. Trying to tend to their farm that just wouldn't grow any crops, and she was just more of a housewife. So I found this gorgeous dress that I felt worked, as a recreation for her actual dress from the show. So I thought it was really cool. She had some work boots, or mud boots, not work boots, mud boots. And that was base game available. So I was really excited to go ahead and use everything that came with the game. Like I said, I will list my packs in the description that I have, specifically used to create these characters. So I hope you guys go ahead and use them in your game. So that was Muriel, but now we are on to the star of the show. It is our guy, Courage. Okay, like, honestly, who doesn't want a pink dog? I mean, who doesn't want a pink dog? So Courage's actually a beagle. That is his breed of dog, and I don't really know. I can't remember specifically how Muriel came to own Courage, but I just know that he was stolen by an evil veterinarian that took his parents away from him. And in the last episode of the show, you kind of see what actually happened to his parents and how they reunited. It's actually pretty cool. They were living in space on the moon. Yeah, yeah. How realistic is that? Obviously, it's a cartoon, so clearly there are things that are out of our control. But I really wanted to create a dog that was similar to Courage. Um, Obviously, it's not going to be as cartoony as the actual dog from the show, but I feel like I captured him. I mean, Courage was always super skittish. He was always afraid, like always afraid, and a little frustrated, I think, with Muriel because she always used to get into some foolishness. So obviously, I painted my dog pink. I painted Courage pink because that's what Courage is. At first, I thought he was purple, but he's pink. He's a nice, lovely shade of pink, and he does have two. He does have three spots. One big one and two little ones. It kind of looks like Mickey ears, sort of. The positioning of it. So I don't know if that was a nod to Disney or whatever the case is, but those are his spots. Those are the only spots that he has. Um, but he would always rescue Muriel anytime that Muriel would get in trouble, which was basically every episode. She would always get in trouble, and Courage would be the one to go and save her. I mean, he always cared for her and Eustace, even though Eustace didn't really get along with him. But I just wanted to keep it very simple when it came to creating these characters using just base game items only, and I felt like I stuck to that. So I really hope you guys enjoy the video. I really love this. I really loved what I created. Comment, like, subscribe. Let me know what you want to see next. We're gonna be doing more recreations um, of 90s cartoons. Some of your faves are coming up. And we still are going to continue our Rainbow High series as well. I have a new video that is coming out with that also, and that will be linked here too. And at the end of the video, I just want to say thank you guys for following, commenting. I really want to grow this channel and create a community where we can kind of all see our creativity reach a new level. So, yeah, I hope you guys like the Bag family. Muriel, Eustace, and Courage. So, I see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Stupid dog!